So you highlighted ESL, right? So I think it is a kind of, desire. It is an undying desire of millions to speak English, but they fail to speak English.
Speaking is okay. Everybody speaks. But it is how the way you express yourself. I think the main thing that I have taken my expressions is from Kareena Kapoor Khan.
I hate this so much because you've never seen a mainstream actor play a role like you.
And for example, if you have got a lottery of 5 crore, ki Amitabh Bachchan says that 5 crore. 7 crore!
Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't imagine 5 crores. It's going to be like that. ठीक है, जब जॉब्स नहीं मिलने वाली है तब रोगे बैठ के कि मम्मी पापा ने कोर्स कराया था, ठीक है, पर मैंने करा नहीं, मैं बाहर भाग गया। वो याद है वो फरहान के पापा के कहते हैं उसमें 3 इडियट्स में कि गाड़ी गेट पर थी पर मैं नहीं, वो वाली चीज सेम वही चीज होने वाली है तुम्हारे साथ। एंड इन फ्रंट ऑफ अ मिरर and then just speak things. So it's always been my thing. If I have any story to tell you, you'll be very interested in the story that I am telling, that what's going to happen after that. What do you have to do?
You have to proceed.
You have to proceed.
You have to go.
You have to.
And you have to find out the reason to do.
And you have to find out the reason to do.
What if I tell you that I'm going to give you a skill and which will make you millionaire? You will be completely shocked and you will ask a question. Is it real? Or are you really kidding or joking? But yes, I'm not kidding, I'm not joking, because which skill has made me now to sit on this exactly couch and to ask so many questions to a special guest. And so same time, same moment, we have a special guest, Kanika Gosai. And she is sitting with me today and I feel so honored, so privileged to ask questions to her regarding soft skills and corporate training. So first of all, welcome to this amazing podcast. How are you?
Thank you, sir. I'm very well.
Okay, that's amazing. So how do you feel?
I feel great.
Okay, you feel great.
Yeah.
And especially, I could say that after meeting you, I feel great.
That's a compliment.
Thank you very much. Okay, so before we move to or we shift to this podcast, I just want to know that what do you think, what are your best things, what are your strengths, and what are your powerful things?
Starting on with that thing, I think that the first thing whenever somebody asks me about my strengths would be that I am quite someone who is good at soft skills. Okay. So I know how to express myself. Then if I go anywhere, I just understand this thing that to express myself is very important. Secondly, I think that one thing that I have inculcated in me is gratitude. So whenever I get up in the morning, I just do my gratitude thing. So this is something that I have. So these are the core elements of my personality there with me. Yeah.
I think these are very important elements. And when you pay gratitude, so I just want to know that whether you pay gratitude to the Almighty, to the nature, or also humans.
Everything that is around me, yeah. So as soon as I wake up, it is God, thank you that I have eyes to see, because some people in this world are not able to see. Secondly, that God, thank you so much that I'm alive, because most people are not able to see the rising sun the next morning,
right,
or the setting sun. So basically, I'm somebody who would very likely going to praise the sky, that how beautiful it looks, which most people are going to skip it off. Oh, it's just a sky. But I am somebody who is very amazed by the thing that how beautiful the sky looks, how beautiful the nature looks and everything. So
that's amazing. This is actually a way to keep ourselves happy, I think, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Right? Yeah.
Because I think the more you pay gratitude, the more happiness you gain. So do you pay thanks to the God just because of your big eyes, or just because of only your eyes?
That was quite a satire, but yeah. No, actually for everything that I have. So whenever I just thank God, it can be very random. Say, if I say that I have been into this podcast, it is because of him. Or it is because of the universe, as we call him. Like, we can call him anything. We call him Shiva, we call him Allah, we call him anything.
Right.
So that goes about. But the essence of the thing is that we thank God, or we thank the universe for everything we have around us. For even this kurta that I'm wearing, for the ability that I'm able to speak,
right,
for the ability that I'm able to realize my potential. Right. It is something that which the universe has given me. So it is something like that.
I think you have good vocal. I imagine, or I suppose that you must be singing as well, right?
No, not that. I love singing, but people just tell me, just please stop.
Please stop.
Yeah, but
you have good vocal.
Thank you.
That may be your strength too.
I think I have a voice towards baritone kind of thing. It's not mainly a very female kind of voice.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, not an issue. Okay, let's talk about, and before I again shift to the main topic, I would like to ask you that why did you just, divert yourself from a student life to this training industry, and like how this training industry has fascinated you?
Since so basically I would start it after my 12. So after my 12, I got like really good marks, and then I was into Gargi College. So there in Gargi College, I was in like extracurricular activity student, wherein I was into the debating circuit. So therein I met a lot of people who had a lot of potential. They were speaking, and I was fascinated by the thing that in the school life, I was the only one who used to speak very well. But then I met the DU circuit, and everybody spoke like amazing, phenomenal, like it was beautiful. And that's how I think that I have inculcated a lot of elements. So if I think that, oh my god, this guy has a perfect baritone, how can we enhance that? If I say that somebody has a very good body language, like you can see I use my hands a lot, so that's how we have our body language, how I use my facial expressions. So this is the most important thing that I have. So basically I started on from there. Then I started teaching students at a very young age. So this also helped me because delivering lectures is a big task in itself.
Right.
Because you have to stand in front of 100 students and then you have to express yourself. And I think somebody who is low in confidence might not be able to do that. So this is one thing that has been. Then I am I am very pushed towards English. So therein I changed my genre to basically this thing that we call as ESL training. So right now I'm training students, I'm training corporates.
Great.
This is the basic thing.
Great. So you highlighted ESL, right? So I think it is a kind of, desire. It is an undying desire of millions to speak English, but they fail to speak English. So they somehow go to the shops, stationery shops, like to buy Rapidex, to buy other books, even they fail to speak. Somehow they subscribe so many applications, channels, and they keep on watching videos, imitating them, but they can't speak. So as a trainer or as a teacher, because you are so much interested into this, so I want to ask that what are your tips and tricks to speak effective and fluent English?
The first thing that I would say is a person, whenever they're going for like learning English, giving any competitive exam, because we have the basics of English out there, and any kind of thing that they're going towards, I think that they first need to check the level of English that they have by giving any certain random test that is free over the net or online. So if they give it, they might know that in how much water are they, and they would understand this thing. So basically, for speaking good English, the first thing that they have to get out of their mind is that I do not know English. So this is the basic thing. Again, because I think this is a very colonial mindset that, oh my God, I just need to learn how to speak English. This is not something that we have. If you are comfortable in Hindi, that's fine. If you think in Hindi and then translate it into English, that is also fine. You learn step by step. We do not get anything like in a day you'll not be a millionaire or billionaire. So this is one thing. Get the fear out of your mind that you do not know English. The second thing is that you need to know a certain grammar rules, wherein if you know them, you'll be able to form better English words, sentences like that. Say, I occur across a lot of students who say that your hairs are beautiful. And then I just pointed out to them that stop, it's not hairs, it's hair. And that is how I tell them. So my students, they might be well equipped with this thing that it is hair. They would not go about telling people hairs like that.
Interesting. So how to be aware of these, common mistakes that we make, like we say cucumber, we say comb, we say hairs, we say furnitures. And so how to just be aware on daily basis or with general English?
So basically that is what I'm telling, that people might know about this thing that we call as grammar. That is very important. Apart from that, they can also learn, like on YouTube, I think there are a lot of videos wherein people can go and people can learn about all of those things. So pronunciation is very important. Like people might say pronunciation. So that is one thing. Pronunciation is important. Again, we say sheeps. It's not sheeps, it's sheep. So they might get a lot of these videos over YouTube, over internet for free, wherein people are not understanding the importance of this free website wherein we have.
True.
So this is one thing that I think that they can learn it from for free. And whenever they get comfortable with the basic level, then they can join some institute or something like that.
Great. Amazing. So you were saying that first of all they should improve their basic, and then they can join happiness. I'm sorry, any other institute, right? Happiness institute. Okay, not an issue. But you are saying that, but it is all about mindset of them, because if you talk about the grammar, so they are trapped in the grammar and they cannot come out of that pit actually, right? They start thinking that, excuse me, I don't know grammar, so I can't speak English, right? I have to learn grammar. When they go to learn grammar, teachers exactly teach them only grammar. Sheila khana pakati hai, wo ja raha hai, wo jata hai, Raju khata hai, and all these they teach, and they're like, excuse me, after 3-4 months training, even we don't know how to talk in English. So what do you think about that?
I think that I've trained students who have been there into CUET, and absolutely when I got back my feedback, they loved these sessions. They were like, after every week that I used to go there, they used to tell me, just please come soon. We love the English lessons. So it's about, I guess, the way of teaching,
Right.
how you tell students. Like, say, for example, if I have to tell them what is a noun, most people are like going to tell them the bookish language of rattafication, ki, okay, just go and just grab it. But for me, I think I'll just relate it with daily examples. Say, for example, I say that what is a noun? We have all played a game of name, place, animal, thing, right? And that is noun. So it is the name of any person, any place, anything. So it is like that. So that is how they grasp things.
Right.
Say if I say conjunction, then we have this word junction, and then I get them to relate it to the railway junction. So what is a railway junction where trains meet? So conjunction to what? They join sentences. So that's how I teach them, and they like it.
Amazing, great actually, right? So how do you define preposition?
Preposition is something like we have position. So they'll tell you the position, like something is, the cat is under the table. So under is the position. So that's how they remember. So my students used to get confused between conjunction and prepositions. So that is how I told them junction and position. And now they remember it.
That's amazing. That's really exciting way to actually teach. Okay, anyway, now when you teach them parts of speeches, noun, pronoun, and all these tenses, modals, do they become able to speak English, articulating English?
Most probably, yes. Because I think that before going on to reported speech or anything, active, passive, I think the basic thing that they need to know are the verbs. Because if they do not know tenses, they do not know verbs, it is not possible for them, because it forms the backbone of everything. So verbs are very important. So I again take a lecture for like 1 or 2 days over verbs. What are verbs? What are tenses? Where do they use those tenses? What is the past tense? What is the future tense? What are the types, like simple? And then we have continuous, we have perfect, present perfect, like that.
Okay.
So things like that.
Great. So when they just come to that level, like they start speaking English, like, but it is always there that, excuse me, your English is not exciting or that not that much impressive. You speak, I don't want you to listen, but you speak, I give my heart to you. So how to develop a kind of English where people give their hearts to us?
So I think it develops with time. It won't develop in a day or in a month. It develops with time. Secondly, what I've always told my students is go and read books, because I think whenever you start with books, they tell you new words. They always give you some insights into. So when I started being into India, I think this is one thing that we all have, that parents will tell you that go and read some competitive exams book. Do not read fiction. And I have been an avid lover of reading. So I started reading when I was in college, because in 12th we had to read those books. But in college I started reading. So my first books that I read were the Harry Potter series. And I have been I have been a follower. I've been a Potterhead since then. So I tell my students also that they can go for like Harry Potter, they can go for some easy books that are very easy in language. So it was basically written for kids.
Right.
And that is how, if they're even 19, they're 20, they can read that.
I like to suggest those names.
The Diary of a Young Girl, Anne Frank. So it's about the girl who goes through Holocaust. And again, Harry Potter saga is very amazing. A lot of, I think these books are quite amazing. Apart from that, I think if you just read all of those 7 books, you'll be able to understand English better. And then you can skip on to other kind of books. But these are like very basic books.
Okay, amazing. So now we are coming back to our communication soft skills part. Like now we are well with English language, right? We have learned English. We have become perfect master of English. But now it comes with our body language, eye contact, facial expression, right? Entire gesture and posture. So how to work on those aspects?
Okay. So since I have been an educator and have been a trainer, representing myself in front of my students remains essentially very important. Because if I am in a very slouchy condition, my students won't listen to me. They won't take me very seriously. So the basic thing about body language is how do you express yourself? Say I'm sitting here and I have my legs crossed. This looks very formal. This looks very presentable. But say for example, if I sit this way, this is going to look very off. This is going to look very informal.
Right.
So we actually, like, I teach my students how do they have to sit. The second thing that we have is how do we put our back straight? Because if you're slouching, of course, that won't make an impression. And apart from that, if you're going for an interview and you're doing that way, you'll not be selected. This is one thing. Again, the second thing is that how do you place your hands? Like I use my hands a lot. This actually tells that how confident are you.
Right.
So this is one thing. Again, whenever you're articulating any kind of sentences, just make sure that you have an eye contact with the person you're talking to. Say I am talking to you and I'm looking there. You might not be interested in what I'm talking about. Right. So this is one thing that we have about body language, and that speaks wonders for you.
Wow.
Because I think that speaking is okay. Everybody speaks. But it is how the way you express yourself. I think the main thing that I have taken my expressions is from Kareena Kapoor Khan. I think like she has phenomenal, Bebo, she has phenomenal expressions. Oh my God, like that. The
Right.
deep kind of.
Right. Okay, so you have somewhere imitated Kareena Kapoor Khan, or you have just taken or absorbed exactly Kareena Kapoor Khan's expression. So I would like to know that something is there that which is very spicy kind of expression that you put on your face, or which excites others to see you, to listen to you.
It comes like, since it's been a lot of time speaking and delivering things, it comes very naturally. I would not like to say that I've taken it from her. Like I've copied her. I have formed it of my own because I think I cannot be like too extra in speaking. So I have to be it a little moderate. I have to make it simple because of course I'm delivering it to students. I'm not shooting any Bollywood movie. So yeah.
So okay, let me check it. Like, let me give you some situations. You will give me the expressions of that.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, for example, if you are in a situation like where you have gone to a death and you are consoling your friend, maybe your friend's relative or someone has passed away.
My expression is going to be very numb. Like it's going to be, okay, that's fine. Okay, things happen. That's fine. Time will pass. Time is the greatest healer. That's fine. It'll work.
And for example, if you have got a lottery of 5 crore, ki Amitabh Bachchan says that 5 crore.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't imagine 5 crores. It's going to be like that.
And in case if you are just if you are right now in Switzerland and where the snowfall is there, and then what is going to be your expression and what is going to be your feeling there?
Oh my God, Switzerland. Oh, I'm rich. I'm here. Oh my God.
So you will imagine that you are rich there.
Of course, I'm going to Switzerland. I need to have my bank balance to be that level. So basically, I do not depend upon my parents for money.
Right.
So since I've been working. So there is something.
Great. I'm giving you another situation. For example, if there are 100 students and sitting in your class or training hall, and if they are dull, they're not performing, they're not just doing anything extra, and they're like coming, going, wasting their time, and now you have to give them 1 minute, a kind of motivation. What will you say and what will you do?
The motivation goes about, क्या देखो तुम्हारा टाइम है, ठीक है, बहुत सिंपल सी चीज है, मम्मी पापा ने तुम्हारे पैसे भर दिए हैं, ठीक है, अभी तो मम्मी पापा ने पैसे भर दिए, आगे जाके तुम क्या करोगे, तुम्हारे पास खुद के पैसे तो नहीं होंगे अगर ऐसी ही सिचुएशन रहने वाली है, तो ऑफ कोर्स अभी काम करना है कर लो, क्योंकि अगेन अगले 5 सालों में तुम्हें पता चलने वाला है तुम्हारी रियलिटी क्या है, जब जॉब्स नहीं मिलेंगी, क्योंकि जॉब्स तो है ही नहीं मार्केट में, ठीक है, जब जॉब्स नहीं मिलने वाली है तब रोगे बैठ के कि मम्मी पापा ने कोर्स कराया था, ठीक है, पर मैंने करा नहीं, मैं बाहर भाग गया। वो याद है वो फरहान के पापा के कहते हैं उसमें 3 इडियट्स में कि गाड़ी गेट पर थी पर मैं नहीं, वो वाली चीज, सेम वही चीज होने वाली है तुम्हारे साथ, क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि तुम ऐसे इधर उधर कर रहे हो, अब ऐसे ही करते रहोगे ना तो बिल्कुल कुछ भी नहीं मिलने वाला है।
Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. All right. So, okay. So these are the situations that I think you have succeeded these situations or these toughest tests and exams. Now I'm coming to like, how to work on the tonality part, like, voice and accent or the voice quality. As you, I think you really feel that your voice is somewhere, it's good, right?
Yeah.
So how the girls can make, or should the girls make this kind of tonality?
I think that it is all up to you. So I'm a very firm believer that जो इंसान को करना है उसको करने दो. Do not be an auntie. Do not be somebody who is moral policing them. Oh, don't do this, don't do that. Speak in a girl's voice. Speak like that. So it's been my parents always that who have told me that whatever you want to do, do. आजाद पंछी हो, तुम्हें जो करना है करो. So that is what I tell everyone. You want to do this, you do that. ताकि आगे जाके कोई regret ना हो कि ये नहीं किया था. And I think that it is not just the voice, it's the voice modulation. I have a friend of mine who speaks very, she's very humble and she speaks in a very timid kind of tone, but she knows how to modulate her voice. So, say for example, I have this speak 5 lines to yourself every morning. I am the best. So, that is how. If somebody says, I am the best, it's not creating an I am the best. So, this is an affirmation. So, basically, that way. So, it's voice modulation. It's not something about the baritone, it's not something about the voice. It's basically modulation.
तो आपकी आवाज से लोग डरते भी होंगे.
हाँ, mostly.
Mostly boys.
Yeah. कोई भी मतलब जिससे भी मैं तेज आवाज में बात कर लूँ.
अच्छा, तो वो डर जाता है.
हाँ, mostly.
Mostly.
Including पापा.
तो आपका काम है डराने का.
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. It's just कुछ trigger points होते हैं जिसमें I get very angry and then I am like भाई अब तो तुम गए. It's like that. But mostly I am very calm. I'm very choppy. I'm very happy. Yeah.
Okay, great. So what if you have to give them the tips to just, admire themselves, all right? So how can they do, or self-affirmation with 10 sentences, all right, 20 sentences, how can they do that? And what sentences can they use?
So basically, I have been practicing it since childhood because in school, whenever I used to have some kind of debate, I've always been into debating extempores or something like that. So whenever I used to speak something, my mother always used to tell me, stand in front of a mirror and then just speak things. So it's always been my thing. So whenever I feel something that's not going my way, I would stand in front of a mirror and I would say that, oh my God, you have cracked your freelance exam, you have cracked your mains exam. अरे यार अब तो बस लबासना का है, ठीक है, अभी इंटरव्यू के लिए ये साड़ी पहननी है. And then I have to go to Labasna, तो Labasna के लिए ये सब पैक करना है and things like that. So I do this and people can do this as well. I heard in an interview, Alia Bhatt, she was manifesting the same thing. She said that I stand in front of a mirror and then I speak and then I affirm thing, and that is how it is. It is just the one thing that you do not have to do is do not doubt yourself. मतलब I think that if there are people, the whole world will doubt you. The only person who doesn't have to doubt you is you yourself. So you have to be that person.
Amazing, great. So you should be a firm believer for yourself, actually.
Yeah, you should be your biggest motivator, biggest cheerleader.
Amazing. I have a question that you have cracked your pre-examination of UPSC, and congratulations for that.
Thank you.
So I have seen so many people, even I have, interviewed so many UPSC aspirants where I have seen that they're over serious, right? Kind of studious. Oh my God, when I see them, I feel like कि मैं फिर से पढ़ना शुरू कर दूं. All right. अब आपको देखने के बाद ऐसा लगता है कि ठीक है, यूपीएससी तो बड़ा आसान है. UPSC is quite easy. Like in this, chill mode, if you're doing that UPSC plus you are great with your personality, with extracurricular activities, how do you manage these things?
Basically, I would like to tell you that I have two kind of personalities.
Yeah.
The one, I am outside, like I'm talking to you, I'll be very choppy. I'll be somebody who takes in all the attention of the room.
Right.
So this is something that I have with me since the very beginning.
Okay.
That if I'm talking to someone, I'll just engage them with my stories. I'm a great storyteller. The second thing is when I'm studying, when I'm in my study mode, I'll be back home, I'll be locked up in a room and I'll not go out. So if I tell you I have my mains, I've been locked up in my home for since I've been preparing. So since I've taken my sabbatical, I have been at my home for 5 months and I've been locked. And this is I guess in 2 to 3 months, this is the third time that I'm going out. So this is,
My God.
I'm a very cranky person when it comes to achieving my goals. So this is something that I have with me and it's always stayed with me. Since I was in the school, I was very cranky. If my mother would tell me ki go and bring this while I was studying. So I won't say that UPSC can be cracked with this kind of personality. You need to be very serious for that. I've looked at students who just take it like a side hobby. They're telling their parents to pay a hefty amount of fees for them, but they're not preparing very seriously. And I just hate this thing that they're cheating on their parents. So this is something.
Great. So especially you are not cheating your parents.
I am actually funding my own education. I am not taking it from them. But yeah, I'm not cheating on anyone.
Okay, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not cheating on anyone, and even your studies too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So you are a serious kind of student, I could say.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You lock yourself.
I lock myself, and I am so back, like I had just gone to my doctor because I had that cervical kind of problem developing because I used to sit for like 12 hours straight. So like 8 hours, and I do not like take breaks. I've given up on my gym for that thing. So I think that I need to be a little moderate in doing things because I go very extreme in doing things. Yeah.
You just mentioned that you are a good storyteller, right? So how do you define yourself as a good storyteller? All right. Can I also sense it?
Yeah. So say I have any story to tell you. You'll be very interested in the story that I am telling, that what's going to happen after that. Say, for example, I'll tell you a story. So I was at my gym working out. I had done my strength training. I was going for my cardio. I just opened my bag and I found out that my AirPods were not there. And I'm like, oh my God, I just got them so much of price and I do not have them there. And then I suddenly, I'm looking for it. I just tell my trainer that it's not there. Just check the cameras. And he just tells me that, I'm sorry, the cameras are not working. And I was like, cameras are not working. What kind of gym are you running? Things like that. Others out there and they are saying, okay, we'll look for it. But of course, we know that somebody was stolen it, they have gone. So I just start crying there. I started crying and I was there that, oh my God, I feel so bad that I feel terrible. And can you imagine like what happens next?
Yeah. You're gonna.
That guy gifted me his own AirPods.
Oh my God.
And that's a real story. Like I could not have imagined that thing that he could give me, the gym owner, he gave me his own AirPods.
Because you were crying there.
I do not know like what happened, but he gave them to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you got costlier.
No, it was the same model.
It was same model.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Equal.
Equal.
Okay, great. So now we're coming to this, after this English perfection or English mastery in communication. Now we're coming to, and after this body language part, expression, tonality, we're coming to this public speaking, like, So do you find yourself as a good public speaker?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. No any hesitation to speak
No.
in public?
No.
Right? So what if we call you in front of 500 people and if we say that, Kanika, you need to just deliver a speech in front of 500 people, what will be your reaction? Wow, or like, Jao?
So most likely I am always looking forward to speak. And whenever like I get a stage, I am mostly like, this is my place. I own the stage. Nobody else owns it.
Wow.
And I'm going to speak myself out. I do not care whoever listens, who doesn't listen. I have to speak myself out and I'm very confident in speaking. And I know that people will be listening to me.
Are you self-centered?
Mostly. Yeah, quite a lot.
Because we conducted our 14th Global Public Speaking Championship, like, auditorium, YMCA auditorium.
Oh, YMCA that
And
there.
there's one CP Connaught Place.
Yeah.
Right. So, okay. So if I say that you have 5 seconds to decide that what will you be talking in front of 500 people, what will be your topic?
Gratitude.
Gratitude again. Gratitude again towards nature, towards people.
Towards everyone in general.
Okay. I'll tell you one thing, like for example, if you get a rose or if you get any flower, what?
The thing that most people do not get a flower, I have gotten that. That is the basic gratitude that I have. That most people do not get flowers. People have to ask for that. Oh, please gift me some flowers or give me flowers on my birthday. Do this for me. But if I've gotten that for free, that is a gratitude in itself. That I have gotten a flower. Yeah.
You have 1 minute. You're going to speak in front of 500 people, right? This is a public speaking platform and forum. Go ahead.
So you want me to imagine that I'm speaking?
Yes, exactly.
And what would be the topic?
Gratitude.
Okay. So it need to be in English?
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever we're talking of gratitude, I think that I cannot be thankful enough to you to the universe, to everyone, to you because you're here, you're listening to me, you've taken your time out. And I think this is a gratitude because not many people come to listen to you, and you have been here. And that is the main reason that I am very thankful to you. I'm thankful for this universe. I'm thankful to this universe because he has given me this opportunity to speak in front of you. Because I know that many people do not have this capacity to speak the way I speak, the way I conduct myself, the way I realize things. And that is how I'm very grateful to the universe. I think that I've manifested this podcast because I think that I've always wanted to be on the podcast, and that is why I am here. And this is how manifestation works. This is how gratitude works. So I think that whenever you are in front of people, and whenever if you are existing in this world, you should be thankful enough, because I see that a lot of people are there behind the bars in prison. You're free. You're able to walk, you're able to eat your favorite food, you're able to go out, you're able to do anything. That is basically thankfulness. That's basically gratitude. You should be very happy. You're out here, you're healthy, you're wealthy, right? Even if you're not wealthy, but you're healthy. You're able to realize your things. And that is how you should be thankful. Because, of course, I know a lot of people who are back in the hospitals who want to just go out and live a life like you do. So do not crib, do not cry. Life will pass on. But it's on up to you if you feel happy for that or if you crib about that. And that's it.
Amazing. Thank you. Very good. Very good. Amazing. Even now, I have been motivated through your words, right? It's amazing, actually. Wonderful. Now, let me switch to this soft skills and corporates training and corporates part. What are differences between both?
Okay. So whenever we're teaching students about soft skills, we get very naive students.
Okay.
So naive is somebody who's not very sure of things, who are very newbie kind of. So that's for soft skills, people who are not very confident and they want to develop the skill of speaking.
Right.
Whereas in corporate trainings, we have the people who've already cracked an interview, who are working, who are into the workforce, and they want to improve on themselves just for the random sake, or for cracking some internal interviews.
Right.
So that is the basic difference between both of them.
What is tougher?
The tougher would be soft skills one, because of course we need to develop the core competency of how do you place yourself, how do you have your language, body language in place, how do you have your facial expressions in place, how do we go about the proper grammar, sentence formation. So these are the basic things that we have to equip within a child or within a student. Mostly students go for soft skills training. Right. So this is a little tougher side.
So what the modules are there? What are the syllabus or the activities that you do or you conduct in your corporate training?
So basically in the corporate training, we conduct it's a day out. So in a day out, we just go and we conduct some team building activities, ice-breaking activities. We would want them to express themselves the way they want, right, wherein they're not been able to. Because in an organization, not everybody gets the chance to express. So that's what we are doing. We deliver kind of speeches wherein they know about the soft skills, how they can interact with their peers, how they can interact with their juniors. Say in an organization, I have a 21-year-old and I have a 50 or 55 years old. Right. There's a lot of difference in the way they think. So that's how we conduct them. And also breaking certain kind of taboos that people hold for certain kind of groups, certain kind of people, certain kind of genders. We break them. So I just give you a reference. There was in a corporate training, there was a person, she was 21, he was 21 years old. He was 21 years old. And that is one thing that we had with him, that he told me that why should we not discriminate against people who are LGBTQIA? So that is basically lesbian, gay, transgender and things like that. Yes. So I just told him, again, the basic philosophy that let people do what they want to do. It's if he or she, they're not harming you, if they're not telling you what to do, if they're not interfering in your life, then why the hell are you interfering into theirs? Right. True. So this is the basic thing, that we break taboos, we change the ideology, which needs to be changed, of course.
Amazing. So this is great, actually, right? So the points you're telling or the points you're saying, this is actually amazing. So I want to understand, when you go for your training, what keeps you motivated, or what you keep in your mind when you go for training?
The basic thing that I keep in my mind while going for training is that I have to deliver the best. That if I am going out, then I need to make sure that people learn out of whatever I'm delivering. And that's the basic motivation. If I'm going out just for passing time, that has no role to play. So again, I'm a very, like, there's certain set of thoughts that I have imbibed in me. So this is the basic thought that if you do good for the world, because you are into this world to do something for people, and people who are doing something for only for themselves, they're not somebody who makes an impact. But say Ratan Tata sir, or if I say APJ Abdul Kalam sir, they've done something for the world, they've done something for their people, and that's how they've become big. So yeah.
So you want to do for people.
Sorry?
You want to do for people, right?
Yeah, I want to become big, and that is how we become big, by doing certain things for people.
Amazing. The last questions I will be coming with, like, why a person who is seeking a career into this soft skills training and corporate training, why a person should be into this
Should be into?
corporate training, soft skills training as a trainer?
I think it depends. Again, he or she can be into soft skills, he or she can be into corporate training or anything else. They can form their own courses for that, say. They can be an institute owner. They can be anything which suits them.
Right.
So it's not basically that I have taken this path, so you should also take this path. You decide what belongs to you, what you feel comfortable in, and then do that thing.
Apart from this public speaking or communication, right, ESL training or UPSC preparation, what else do you do?
I have a YouTube channel. I so in initial years, I've given my 2 attempts just very randomly, wherein I was very confident I'll be cracking them. But of course, I've cracked the CSAT part, not the GS part, because I was very overconfident. But then I did not have a lot of good guidance that was available. I always used to think that we have this thing that everything under the sky must be red. But that's how I'm guiding students, that no, everything should not be read. What is important only should be with multiple revisions. So that's why I'm running a YouTube channel wherein I tell students, like I give them advices for free, muft kiya leni hai to lo mujhe jaane do. So that kind of thing that I am doing for YouTube.
So very nice actually. So what are your 3 muft ki salah or muft ka sujhav for UPSC aspirants?
First of all, I have like deactivated my medias for a very long time. It's been like a year or 2 years, something like that. So I would give them a mufti advice that deactivate your social media for that sake. Because I know that you're going to check up on this person, that person, this person, that person. That's going to waste a lot of your time.
Talking us.
Yeah, stalking. So stop that. The second thing is that many people are going to demotivate you, tell you give up on your dream. If it is actually your dream, you'll realize it in a year or so. And if it's not, you're just passing time, then let it go. Go into something that excites you. Because I know that I have heard it from a lot of people who would tell me कि क्या ये यार government exam ही तो है, किसी का भी नहीं होता, ये नहीं होता, वो नहीं होता, just give it up. But it's always been my mother and my father who have said that if you have decided this thing, just go with it. So the second thing is consistency. Do not listen to unnecessary advice, because the day you will be into the services, those people will be coming back to you for, yaar ye kaam kara dena, ye kaam kara dena. It's like that.
So,
and the third thing for the UPSC aspirants is be serious. Complete your targets daily. Yesterday only I just got a question that I procrastinate a lot. What should I do? So I just told her that there's one thing that you need to do is write down the daily goals. And whenever you complete them, just cut them off. Everybody likes a completed checklist.
right.
And whenever you're doing that, you're gaining something. But if you're not able to complete the targets, shift it to the next day, make targets the next day, and then just work harder for this thing.
Great.
That you're completing yesterday's target and today's target, and just track your progress. So these are the 3 muft advice.
Amazing, amazing. These are pretty muft ki advice, I could say, right? It's really amazing. And so in the last, right, first of all, I just want to ask you that, how you felt today in this podcast, because it was exactly impromptu or it was very spontaneous.
I felt amazing. It was lovely. The vibe was quite good.
Okay.
And I think I am very chirpy and cheerful around people with whom my vibes match. Again, because I am a person who would sense a lot of vibes. Because whenever I get a negative vibe, I'm very dull. I am very fussy. I'm not that good. But I guess the vibes here, the people here are great. And I just love the podcast. I just love talking. So it was just a way to vent my TikTok.
I love listening to ladies. Right. So anyway, in the last, we have a segment like where we go with imitation. right? To just, make them feel or make the viewers feel comfortable and so that they can apply in their lives. So I will be speaking something and we both will be imitating that. I will be speaking, you will be imitating. All right. And then you may speak something and I will be imitating that. So if you want to do something in your life,
If you want to do something in your life,
what do you have to do?
what do you have to do?
You have to proceed.
You have to proceed.
You have to go.
You have to,
And you have to find out the reason to do.
and you have to find out the reason to do.
Still, you're having rest.
Still, you're having rest.
You're wasting your time.
You're wasting your time.
You are thinking
Thinking
to do this, that, and a lot more.
to do this, that, and a lot more.
But you are not putting your first step.
But you're not putting your first step.
I think it's hazardous.
I think it's a hazardous.
It's actually, the way you are wasting your life and your time too.
I think you're wasting your life and your time too.
Stop it.
Let's stop.
And
And
march forward.
march,
See your dreams.
see your
Head up.
head up,
Look
look
to the sun
to the sun
if you want to be bright-handed.
if you want to be bright.
वो एक प्यारी सी कहावत है, अगर सूरज की तरह चमकना चाहते हो तो उसकी तरह जलना सीखो.
एक प्यारी सी कहावत है कि सूरज की तरह चमकना चाहते हो तो सूरज की तरह जलना सीखो.
If you want to shine like a sun, you have to burn like a sun.
If you have to be like a sun, burn like a sun.
That's great.
That's good.
I think you have understood it.
I think you have understood.
God bless you.
God bless you.
So this is a kind of thing like, we do it, our students too, or it's through this they get confidence. And it was a lighter part of that. And I think it was amazing podcast that we did today. And it was great, and the way you have, exactly expressed each and everything, it was amazing, right? So thank you very much to be in this podcast.